Oh yeah, back again for another figure. Alright guys, we're back again for another figure review. This time we are reviewing a variation of Ultimate Warrior. This Ultimate Warrior, I forgot what time period he actually came out, but I know he came out like this actually the night, I think it was on Raw before he passed away the next day. So I always thought that was so weird. He gave a very, very cryptic, interesting speech and then passed away. It was almost like a prediction of his own death. Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. You will be missed.
What did he die of?
I don't know. Oh, that may have been heart issues.
Yeah. I don't know. Got kind of crazy. Also take this out and just show you what you get. So you get the alternate hands, like the finger pointers, the grips, the microphone is separate, and his mask, which keeps falling out of his hand, but you get that too. So pretty cool.
This is the first time you've opened him, right?
Yeah, I just kind of like pull the tags off and try to get to him. Started, but yeah, that was it. Pretty good looking microphone. So, got WWE on both sides, or two sides, WW. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a very interesting figure because it's not. It's almost like not an action figure. I know it is, but
yeah, like
it's not really. It's not. Usually, when they make a wrestling action figure, it's a gimmick or a wrestling gear, but it's not Ultimate Warrior dressed up like the Ultimate Warrior. It's literally the guy who played Ultimate Warrior in a suit.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the Ultimate Warrior jacket and everything, which is a really cool design on the back. I mean, it's really well done. Like the graffiti on the sides. So I'm gonna take this part off, but it's like a soft good, so it just comes off. If I can take it off and just show you kind of more details, I guess.
I can already tell he looks cooler with the jacket.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks kind of like a, I don't know. I mean, it looks good. It's like a good business attire, you know. Like, I know this one isn't very easy to find, but like, I know some people kind of army build, like suits and tie people.
Oh yeah?
So, I don't know. Yeah. That might be more of a Marvel Legends thing though, but yeah. The face sculpt is really good. Just get a close up of that. That's really good. Yeah, I'll show you the jacket a little bit closer. So the sleeves actually say like always, and his left side says always believe. Has like a little collar on it too. Microphone goes in his hand.
And he put on this little mask right here. He put this on when he gave that speech.
Yeah.
So he didn't come out in the paint, but he actually come out with the. I wonder if that'll actually.
Yeah, that's good.
It goes on good too. Like usually that stuff doesn't go on so great, but that actually goes on very well.
It's very dark on the inside. Like I can't tell his eyes, but like man, like I think like it was the Hogan Ultimate one we did, like where the sunglasses kind of like finagled them on the face.
Finagle.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really good. I don't know where to start with this, honestly. Like the The jacket part, it doesn't really button off, like it's all one piece, but it is like over his shirt.
That's interesting too, that they made it like that.
Yeah, I've seen this with Marvel Legends where they kind of do that, but like, I imagine like you could take out the arms and then you can actually take out the jacket, so you could do it that way, but then you had like gray sleeves, so it looked weird, but you know, it's a possibility. I'm just
Who knows if it's actually painted underneath too.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, honestly, for articulation, I mean, this is, like you said, this was just when he came out with a speech, so the articulation is not over the top, but I mean, it's good. I mean, there's the bicep swivel, it's a single jointed elbow, wrist swivels and bends, head has a little movement, nothing fancy. The legs, quite a bit, because it looks like when this has joints, they kind of go up like this, but they actually spread out, so you could kind of, I don't know, do like a crazy stand with a speech or something if you want to, you know. I can't remember much about the speech. I kind of just, you know, foggy on it, but like, yeah.
But it's a very cryptic speech. It was kind of, when he gave it, I was thinking like, what is he talking about? And then he passed away. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he was talking about.
It's like he kind of knew or something.
I don't know what he knew.
It's weird. He was young too. I mean, he was like, what?
I have no idea what his age was. I don't know, 50s, 60.
Yeah, that's one thing. It can't be like more than like early 50s or something. I don't know. I don't remember. He was big in the 80s, and this was 10 years ago when he died.
Mm-hmm.
If something like that. Okay. But I mean, yeah, you can kind of move them around and, you know, get them squatting and talking on the mic. So I don't know. I like it. It's, you know, I mean, this is a $20 Elite figure, and we just got done reviewing like an Ultimate.
How much are the Ultimates?
30.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
it's not quite as good as the Bray.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know what else they could have did on this. I mean,
like for $20 versus 30, I mean, like the quality here is there, you know.
mm-hmm.
I haven't bought a lot of Elites, but this is really good. I'm really impressed with it. Let's see. You want to check them out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to point out too. It's like it's part of the Legends series. So when you take out the figure, you get like a Legends thing in the back.
He's wearing a white shirt. He's wearing that white shirt all the way underneath. So yeah, it's not skin tone. Mm-hmm.
That's like the other ones in the series. So there's like a Jake Roberts, Eddie Warrior, and then Paul Orndorff. I think I've seen all these. I was iffy on the Snake though, Jake the Snake. Oh yeah, alternate hands. That's in there. Yeah, I just want to put that. It's like alternate pointing hands. His other hands are just like grips. So that's all there is to that one.
It's good. I like it. Pretty cool.
I'll do like the scoring, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll let you start. Oh yeah, it's articulation, paint, and sculpt.
Aren't there 2 more categories?
I think we was talking about accessories too.
And value.
Yeah.
So articulation, it moves very well. He gets like a 9. I mean, it's good. It moves really well.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was like double jointed elbows. So that kind of docks the point for me. So I'd probably say an 8. And the head is, you know, it's not a whole lot of movement. It just kind of leans back, swivels, you know, it's on the little ball joint. So, paint, I'm a little inconsistent with it because like his sleeves, like his elbow or forearm part of his jacket is shinier than the rest. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a matte gray, but it's like that part is a little bit shinier on the outside, you know.
And there, I mean, I know it's just a gray suit, but at the same time, like the buttons have no different color variation.
Yeah.
And there's no like texture to the suit. You know, it's just a plain gray. They literally went straight up gray with it. No texture, no variation in color, no pattern.
Yeah, I want to point that out too, show you all that because, I mean, the shoes look really good. Like, I want to point that out, just kind of like how they look from the toe part, I guess you could say. Yeah, I mean, those are nice. There's a nice, like, little heel, so there's that. I mean, paint-wise, I'd probably say an 8. I kind of want a little bit more. I don't know, like, there's parts of it, like,
I know this ain't really paint, but the design on this is very, very good as well.
Yeah, it's hard to categorize it. I mean, like, that's, like...
I know this isn't really paint, but it's still, like, the artwork, you know, so...
Yeah. I mean, that's really impressive. Like just how good the picture came out, you know, graffiti and all that stuff. I mean, as far as accessories, and this is kind of all he had during that speech, right?
Yeah, I mean, it gave him what he had. They couldn't.
Yeah, good microphone, a good jacket, alternate hands with the finger pointing, the mask, which goes on really well.
You give it a 9 on accessories. I mean, they can't give him what he didn't have.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I mean, just everything kind of blends in together as far as like the detail and stuff and paint articulation, all that stuff. I don't know. It's hard to like really. That's the one thing that kind of gets me is like his legs kind of stay kind of spread. It's kind of hard to get them like
together.
Yeah, I mean they spread out, but like as far as keeping them together, it's just I don't think anybody's gonna have them on pose, but.
Have you did the sculpt?
I don't know, just overall I'm just thinking like it's a good solid 8.
So the only thing I don't like about the sculpt, I will say this, is it's not big enough, because I think even during the speech he was actually bigger than what he is.
Yeah.
As this figure. He looks a little on the thin side.
Yeah, I mean you can kind of see, I imagine they probably have certain sculpts they use.
For the suit. Sculpts. They probably didn't want to make a whole new one just for this figure, I'm sure.
Yeah, I imagine like maybe Vince or some of those characters. I don't know. I can't really think of anybody in particular, but they may have used like a generic body. I mean, you can tell like with the arms, they kind of added a little more.
They probably didn't see it as very important, being that he was in a suit, to actually make a whole new sculpt.
I mean, I watched wrestling in the 80s and 90s. I guess he was.
I think he was
massive.
I think he stayed big up until he passed.
And he came back in WCW like during the 90s too, like that one Warrior Nation that it was just him, I guess. I don't remember.
Pretty bad. I think he got the Disciple with him, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah. So.
And then you do accessories, like you said. We give it a 9 accessories.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I mean, everything's there that like he had on that speech, so. Alternate hands and all that stuff too, so I like the hair on it though, like that's pretty cool. Like it's kind of like blends in, his hair's a little bit longer on top.
Overall value, it's a $20 figure.
Yeah, I mean like I think for $20, I mean like if you're a Warrior fan, you like the speech and everything like that, like it's worth it, you know.
I guess it's a way to commemorate his final showing in WWE and probably on camera in general.
I mean, seeing this like makes me want to get like the Ultimate Warrior, Ultimate line, the $30 one or whatever. More just kind of gets me more excited about it. So yeah, good solid 8.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Any other statements? Tell the people what you think.
I think it's a really good figure for the value for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I don't think you'll ever see this figure get made again. So If you want it, go ahead and grab it.
Oh yeah, I want to point that out. Like double knees has that little gap, but it's all gray. Like with the Bray Wyatt figure, it was a little off-putting, but like this blends in just fine. So yeah. So consolidate.
See,
See, senor. All right. Bye.
bye.